Hello everyone, Teacher Gaming here. Welcome back to another video on Warhammer Tacticus 40k. Today I want to talk about the new machine of war that we've just got. Also, I want to talk about the training rush that's available, and considering the fact that we have Dante upcoming, and also what I'm spending all my Guild War currency that I've stocked so much of. So if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So I actually want to talk first about the Guild War system because, or this Guild War store, because I'm actually in the middle of a Guild War. We are setting up everything. I don't want to give stuff away, so let's just do this. Now what I'm doing is I'm buying nauseous Rotbone shards, and the reason for that is I have the Rogue Trader unlocked, and I don't feel there is an actual investment in Null or Dead Leaper. Dead Leaper I might do, but at the moment it's not a priority for me, and I'm gaining fair amounts, so this is actually helpful. So let's go ahead, get these 20 shards. Now if there was something here that I need from some of my characters, I would say getting some legendary that is hard to come by elsewhere could also be a good thing to do. Next up is I want to talk about the training rush, so make sure you do that. As you can see, I will go ahead and actually spend some energy right after this video, because training rush is about defeating units. Except summons, in battle you gain 1 training point, which directly contributes the event rewards progress bar, and when raiding battles, you get the same number of training points you get if you played those battles manually. Now, first big thing off the top of my head is make sure you do your onslaught and get on them ASAP. That's actually, I'll raid a few times and then I'll go do all my free onslaughts because I basically need to do that. And I would say this is definitely a way you want to go down here. So make sure you kill a lot of characters because these tomes are just so valuable. I like them more than I like the Blessed Requisition orders. So I'll definitely be doing that and aiming for it. So yeah, that's awesome. Now let's go over here, talk about the actual shop. So what am I doing? Well, I am selling all my Rodbone shards. I'm getting stuff done, and then when I have the chance, I am buying the Codex of War because I really want these because I need to level up my roster, and this is a good way of doing it. So with that out of the way, let's make sure that we actually go in here to the incursion event. Machines of War is back around, and we have a new one. We have the Plagueburst Crawler. So a really interesting one. Uh, Entropy Cannon's primary ability deals plasma energy, I believe it is, 30% PS ratio, 2 hits to an enemy unit that is within a friendly contagion aura or otherwise has their armor reduced, cost 1 ammunition. This ability damage is ignore all of the attacker bonuses and modifiers, including elevation, cannot crit. So this is definitely for your chaos squads, and I really enjoy that because I like using my chaos. I think it's really good, and it really goes well the fact that there's a very specific for defense and offense that this you have to use it alongside them. So I'm expecting this will be really good, and also the fact that they have this happening to them. Remember, it's attacker bonuses, not defense bonuses, so that's interesting. Then we have the Plagueburst Mortar. Target a hex on the battlefield. All enemies on that hex or adjacent hexes that are also either within a friendly contagion aura or have their armor reduced take 3 toxic hits and become suppressed for 1 round. So healing removes the effect but does not enable Overwatch again in the same turn. So they have less movement, deal less damage, cannot do Overwatch. And this is interesting because it doesn't seem like it's something that happens at the end of your round, but it happens when you actually do it. So that's really interesting. So they receive then adds contamination to the target hex and random hexes adjacent to it, up to a total of 3 hexes. Units standing or starting on a contaminated hex have minus 30% armor for 1 round. Mechanical and contagions of Nurgle units are not affected. Okay, so mechanics are a way to combat this. Contamination disappears after 2 rounds. Okay, that's really interesting. So you know what? Let's go in here and start. Let's see who can we actually use. Deployable factions, Tau, Gene Stealer, Orcs. I have Orcs, that's great. So, interesting lineup, the fact that it's only Xenos characters that you can use. That should be interesting. Let's select it. I definitely do have that. Let's get this going. And let's start a run. Ooh, okay, this looks interesting in here. Start a run. So, add enhancement. Add a friendly summon to your side of the field of each following battle of this run. Adds enhancement boost. So, you can either boost yourself if you're not sure you can do it, or you can go in and kill stuff and get rewards. Now that's interesting. That is actually really interesting. Yeah, this is definitely a really interesting way they've done this. Now, I'm not gonna do it on screen because these sometimes do take time when figuring them out, but again, remember it's common. Make sure you don't stockpile these tokens. You can always start a run, and then if you don't have time right then and there, then you can still go in a few hours later, get the run going, and then you don't overstack on your token. So that's really nice. And of course, we have some good offers. World Eater Faction Review, that's interesting. I'll definitely go check that out. Now, also remember there is an omnibus here. Now, I haven't jumped on this one for personal reasons, so that's just it. But do make sure you give all the other content creators love. Okay, we have two different languages here. That's cool from Farsia Sesku. That's great. So yeah, again, make sure you do your energy for the training rush. Get all of the stuff that you want from there. Push it as hard as you can. Also remember we are in the middle of a battle pass. There are basically 2 weeks left. I'm doing this very free to play because I didn't really feel like going for it this time around. And it's actually fun to do my missions and not having either the ultimate or the premium pass. So that will definitely be something I'm reviewing in roughly 12 days time. But at the moment, I'm liking it. Of course, it does suck that there aren't some mission and some bonuses, but it's encouraging and it managed me to focus more on my daily missions when I'm not too busy. How do you feel about the Plagueburst crawler? If you've seen the other videos, are you gonna go for it or are you gonna bring something else up and why? I would love to know that in the comments. And how is the guild war going for you guys? Let me know and I'll see you all in the next video.